So the last prompt of Litmus 2019 was to outline your reading, writing, and Booktube goals for 2019. It was suggested that we try to outline 19 goals, but I don't know that I have that many that I can realistically work on this year. So I've narrowed it down to 6 kind of wider goals. So goal number 1 is that I want to be a little more active when it comes to commenting on other people's videos. I know this is something a lot of people are going to be striving to do this next year, but I do think it's important. I realize that my Booktube watching to commenting ratio is pretty disproportionate, so I would like to fix that so that I can get some better engagement with people who I watch pretty consistently. Goal number 2 is participating in judging the Booktube Prize. So if you guys don't know, Robert at Barter Hordes put together a Booktube Prize, and he asked a bunch of people to participate in judging it. So we just got a preliminary list of the books that are going to be potentially included in that list. And it's really exciting. I heard Jason at Old Blues Chapter and Verse saying that he was going to be a part of the judging process, as is Rick from Another Book Vlog. So I'm so excited to work alongside with those people and can't wait for that and to see some of the videos and the outcome. Goal number 3 is to keep exploring different ways of presenting content on this channel. I feel really happy with the things that I have done so far with this channel. I've been kind of experimenting with a lot of different styles, but I feel like I've kind of begun to settle into something that I feel comfortable doing and an actual product that I'm happy with. So it just feels like something that's right for me right now. So I would like to experiment with some things a little more. But I'd like to try doing some of the things that we already do on Booktube, but maybe just do more of it. So things like reviews and discussion videos, which I haven't been very good about doing in the past. But now that I've kind of found a way or some ways that I think I like to present that content, that I'll try doing it a little more regularly. Goal number 4 is sort of a Booktube/life goal. So I would like to try to keep more of a consistent schedule and routine when it comes to not just things for the channel, but just things outside of the channel that will directly or indirectly affect what I do on the channel. So for example, things like eating 3 times a day or more, things like drinking water on a regular basis, as I am just chronically dehydrated all the time. Things like trying to get a full 8 hours of sleep every day, which I know is not possible because of my job, but getting older and knowing that I'm one of those people that cannot function on 5 hours anymore like I used to when I was younger, I need to just be respectful of that and honor that and try to like optimize my cellular function. Also, I think in terms of just having a routine as far as writing, setting times during the day for those things to get done, be it writing, reading, doing preparation for videos for this channel, and then also carving out some time to actually sit down and film. So those are things that I'd like to try to work on, I think, just for the sake of consistency. And that way, if things come up that are unexpected, I can sort of adjust those things a little better rather than just doing stuff on a whim, if that makes sense. I also recognize the value of exercise, which I also need to do more of. Goal number 5 is to do some buddy reads that I had planned or had talked about planning. So Rick at Another Book Vlog, he and I talked about reading The Once and Future King together, which I'm super, super excited because I don't really read many books like that, which I guess you can sort of characterize it as fantasy. But I'm really looking forward to reading that book with him, and also because it's a huge book. It's huge. So that would be really something different for me to do this year. Also, Celia and I had talked about doing another buddy read at some point this year, as did Ollie Bliss and I. So we're sort of in the beginning stages, Ollie and I, of trying to figure out what and when and how to do that buddy read. But I will keep you guys posted. I think it's important, and I had a really, really good experience with Celia reading The Stranger this year. So I don't know if she wants to continue on that Albert Camus train or not, but it would be great to read some more of his work with her. Goal number 6 is sort of the biggest one. That's going to be driving much of what I do this year on this channel. And I have decided to do a no-buy year for 2019. So no buying books for the year of 2019. The reason I decided to do this was not because I see myself as having a book buying problem, but I think when you first join Booktube and you first discover YouTube, there's so many books that you get excited about reading that your list of things that you want to obtain and that you want to read just gets exponentially larger. So because of that, I did end up spending quite a bit of money on books this year and things that I still haven't gotten around to reading. So one of the things that I think a no-buy year will help me do is, one, check the amount of money that I spend on books. Also, it will help me check my book buying habits. Sometimes I use book buying as a way to just sort of cheer me up if I had kind of a crappy week or anything like that. But most of the time when I get books, it's because I'm genuinely interested in the author or the work. And then third, I feel like I just want to get acquainted with the authors that are currently occupying my shelf. There are things even prior to this year that I had that were on my shelf that I was interested in reading that I haven't gotten around to reading yet. So according to Goodreads, I read 60 books this year. I had set my goal at 40, so I more than achieved the 40. I'm not gonna raise that number of books. I'm gonna leave it at 40 and or make it 0, because if I read any books this year, I'll consider that an accomplishment. Based on that prior statistic, I have more than 60 books on my shelf that I can read this year, that it would be a pleasure for me to read this year. So there are a couple of caveats to this no-buy year. I have a subscription box to my local comic book shop that we kind of collectively just get single issues of comics that we enjoy. So because that's local and because that was pre-established before I did my no-buy year, I'm not going to eliminate that because I do want to support my local comic book shop. And there are things that I enjoy reading and lots of stuff I can talk to you guys about. Second caveat is the Booktube Prize. So I had committed to doing this prior to deciding that I was going to do a no-buy year. So if there are books that I need to purchase for that, I do have leftover credits from Audible that I can use for that. I'm also going to see if those books are available at my library. So I'm going to try lots of different routes to be able to obtain those books. But if it comes down to it and I need to purchase those books, it's not going to be a problem for me to do it because, like I said, I committed to that before I decided to do a no-buy year. And then the third is that I'll probably be getting issues of Weird Mask from Paperback Junkie's channel. So again, that's something that I really want to support, and that's something that someone in our Booktube community is doing that I think is cool and unique, and I want to support it. So I'll probably be buying the issues as they come out this year. So those are the 3 rules that I sort of set out for myself. But other than that, I'm just going to be reading stuff straight off of my shelves. So we'll see how that goes. But those are most of the Booktube goals that I have set out for myself this year. Not very many, but I think those are good things to work on, good things to continue to work on. And yeah, I'll keep you guys posted throughout the year about how the no-buy is going. So I hope that you guys are having a really good middle part of your holiday season and that you all had a really, really lovely whatever it is that you celebrate during this time of year. And I'll see you guys very soon. Thank you so much for watching. And thank you, Adrian and Dalton, for doing 12 days of Litmas. I apologize for my tardiness in getting these things done, but I wanted to finish. So thank you guys again, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.